Good morning, children. Today we will start with a new chapter called India After Independence. So let us see what we are going to study in this chapter. We will see a new and a divided nation. That is, as I already told you, after independence we got partitioned between India and Pakistan. Then we will see the constitution, our new constitution which was written down. We'll learn some features from it. Then how our states were formed, how the states that are there today, how they were formed, what were the reasons for forming these states. Then we'll see what kind of development for planning was done, how the country will be developed after getting independence. This was decided by our first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. What would be a foreign policy, and then finally we'll look into how the nation has progressed in these 70 years plus. Children, we go ahead with the next topic of this chapter, a new and a divided nation. Now all of you know that in 1947 India became an independent nation, and with independence came many challenges. Okay, let us look into what were the challenges. First, the challenge was that with the independence the country was partitioned into India and Pakistan. Okay, so that led to the creation of two independent nations, India and Pakistan. Now Pakistan had a predominant Muslim population. Post-partition, a large-scale migration of people took place between the two countries. Many Hindus and Sikhs living in different parts of Pakistan migrated to India, and simultaneously millions of Muslims migrated from India to Pakistan. Now this migration was accompanied by communal violence, bloodshed, and immense hardship for the common people. The violence was eventually stopped by the efforts of Gandhiji, who took a fast unto death in Calcutta and urged the people by giving the message of peace and harmony. Okay, so we see 8 million refugees that had come into our country, and the biggest challenge was to provide them homes and jobs. So our country, the first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru set up refugee camps to accommodate these 8 million refugees. So this was one of the biggest challenge. Children, the next biggest challenge was the integration of the princely states. There were almost 532 princely states which were ruled by Maharajas or Nawabs, and when the Britishers left, they gave them an option that you could either remain independent or join Pakistan or India. Now it was a huge task for the government to convince these rulers of these states to join the newly independent country, and this task of integration was given to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and he played a key role in persuading most of the states to join India, and that is why he's called the Iron Man of India. Okay, and there were three main complicated princely states like Junagadh, Hyderabad and Kashmir. So let's talk about Junagadh. The people of this princely state of Junagadh in Gujarat wanted to join India, while its Nawab wanted to join Pakistan. But after some time, this Nawab fled to Pakistan, and the majority of the population voted in favor of joining India, and that's where Junagadh got integrated into India. Now Hyderabad was another troublesome state. The ruler of Hyderabad, called the Nizam, wanted to remain independent, but the people revolted against him. And so Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel sent his Indian troops, entered Hyderabad and made it join and integrated into India in 1948. Now Kashmir, it was ruled by Maharaja Hari Singh of Kashmir, who was unsure about joining India or Pakistan. It is said that when a tribesman from Pakistan crossed the border and defeated his troop, Hari Singh had no other option, but he appealed to India for help and agreed to join India. So you see, this huge task of integrating princely state was one of the biggest challenges after we got independence.